Hello dear students, good afternoon. Welcome to English class. In the previous class, we have discussed about word pyramid, right? Yes. Then I have told you to send the work. Only some students only send to me. All of you should do that work and send it to me, okay? And in that activity, we have discussed about adjectives. Do you remember what is an adjective? Yes, an adjective is a word used to describe or gives more information about a noun or pronoun. That is an adjective. Some examples also we have discussed. I have given you some examples also. That is, yes, small, big, then and numbers, then quality. That means yesterday in the word pyramid also we have done that. It is very beautiful, wonderful. And colors also black, white, and size and shape also. That is an adjective. An adjective is a word used to give more information. Used to give more information about a noun or pronoun. Examples: small, big, beautiful, wonderful, black, white, then numbers also 3, 4, 2, like that, etc. Then next activity, activity 5. In your textbook, page number 56, activity 5. Activity 5, we need help from other people on different occasions. Occasions means sandarbhangale. In some occasions, we need help from other people. All the works we can't do ourselves. Some works we can do, but all the works in our house we can't do ourselves. So we need help from other people. Then we shall go through some names of occupations. Then when in some occasions, who will we approach for the help? We need help from other people in some occasions. We can study that today. Okay? And you want to make a table. Just imagine, you want to make a table. Who will you approach? നമുക്കൊരു table ഉണ്ടാക്കാൻ. Who will you approach? Yes, that is carpenter. We will approach a carpenter. What is meant by carpenter? അമരപ്പണിക്കാരൻ അല്ലേ? Okay. You want to make a table, you will approach a carpenter. You want to make a table, who will you approach? A carpenter. Study that now itself. Okay. When I take this portion, you should study. Okay. You want to make a table, you will approach a carpenter. Next, you want to get your hair cut. Who will you approach? You want to cut your hair cut as you like in different styles. You want to cut your hair. Who will you approach? Yes, barber. We will approach a barber or other name that hairdresser. Barber or hairdresser. Barber no അല്ലെങ്കിൽ hairdresser എന്നോ പറയാം. Okay, you want to get your hair cut. Who will you approach? Barber or hairdresser. Next, you want to paint your house. You want to paint your house. വീട് പെയിന്റ് ചെയ്യണം. Who will you approach? Yes, we know that. Painter. We will approach a painter. You want to paint your house. Who will you approach? Painter. Next, when you are ill. Ill means asugam. നമുക്ക് അസുഖം വരുമ്പോൾ who will you approach? When you are ill, who will you approach? Yes, doctor. We will approach a doctor. When you are ill, you will approach a doctor. When a thief breaks into your house. Thief means കള്ളൻ. ഒരു കള്ളൻ നിങ്ങളുടെ വീട്ടിലേക്ക് കയറി വന്നാൽ അല്ലെങ്കിൽ നിങ്ങളുടെ വീട് ആക്രമിച്ചാൽ who will you approach? ആരോട് പോയി പറയും? Yes, policeman. അല്ലേ? Who will you approach? Policeman. പോലീസ് സ്റ്റേഷനിൽ പോയി പോലീസുകാരനോട് പറയും. Okay. When a thief breaks into your house, who will you approach? Policeman. Okay. Next. When a fire breaks out. തീപിടുത്തം ഉണ്ടായി. When a fire breaks out, who will you approach? ആരെ സമീപിക്കും നമ്മള്? തീ പിടിച്ചാൽ എന്ത് ചെയ്യും? We will call fire fighter or we will approach fire fighter അല്ലെങ്കിൽ fireman. Fireman വിളിക്കും അല്ലേ? Fire fighter or fireman. When a fire breaks out, we will approach firefighter or fireman. Next, when your bicycle needs repair. It's as usual. When your bicycle needs repair, who will you approach? Yes, for repairing the cycle, we will approach a mechanic. For repairing cycle, we will approach mechanic. Next, you want to change a water tap. ഒരു വാട്ടർ ടാപ്പിന് ഒരു കംപ്ലൈന്റ് വന്നാൽ അല്ലെങ്കിൽ അതൊന്ന് മാറ്റണം. Who will you approach? You want to change a water tap. Who will you approach? Yes, plumber. We will approach a plumber. These are the names of occupations. Some occupations. Some more occupations have, but these occupations only you have to be studied. First one, you want to make a table, you will approach a carpenter. You want to get your hair cut, you will approach barber or hairdresser. You want to paint your house, you will approach a painter. When you are ill, you will approach a doctor. When a thief breaks into your house, you will approach or you need the help of policeman. Then when a fire breaks out, you will approach a firefighter or fireman. When your bicycle needs repair, you will approach a mechanic. Last one, you want to change a water tap, you will approach plumber, a plumber. These are the names of occupations. Study this part well. Okay. Then next one, again we can go to adjective. Already we have discussed about one more time. I shall tell you. Adjective is a word used to describe or gives more information about a noun or pronoun. That is an adjective. Then next activity we are going to study, that is degrees of comparison. Degrees of comparison. What is the degrees of comparison? That is we are going to study today. Degrees of comparison means an adjective of quality changes its noun when it is used to compare one noun with another noun. That is degrees of comparison. One more time. An adjective of quality changes its noun when it is used to compare one noun with another. It is called degrees of comparison. Listen once more. An adjective of quality changes its noun when it is used to compare one noun with another. That is degrees of comparison. Degrees of comparison, there are 3 types of degrees of comparison. First one, the positive degree. How many types of degrees of comparison? There are 3 types of degrees of comparison. The first one, the positive degree. The first one is positive degree. Second one, the comparative degree. The first one is the positive degree. Second one, the comparative degree. Third one, the superlative degree. There are three types of degrees of comparison. What are they? First one, the positive degree. Second one, the comparative degree. Third one, the superlative degree. Okay. Then, what is the positive degree? The positive degree is used to refer to one object, person or place without any comparison. എന്തിനാണ് പോസിറ്റീവ് ഡിഗ്രി ഉപയോഗിക്കുക നമ്മള്? അതായത് ഒരാളെ കുറിച്ച് പറയാൻ, ഒരു വസ്തുവിനെ കുറിച്ച് പറയാൻ, അല്ലെങ്കിൽ ഒരു സ്ഥലത്തെ കുറിച്ച് പറയാൻ മാത്രമാണ് നമ്മൾ പോസിറ്റീവ് ഡിഗ്രി ഉപയോഗിക്കുന്നത്. മനസ്സിലായോ? Used to tell about a thing, a person or a place. That is positive degree. Example, she has a big house. She has a big house. In this sentence, what is the adjective? Yes, big is the adjective. So, here the big is positive degree. ഒരു കാര്യത്തെ കുറിച്ചല്ലേ പറഞ്ഞിട്ടുള്ളൂ? അവൾക്ക് ഒരു വലിയ വീടുണ്ട്. അപ്പൊ ഒരു വ്യക്തിയുടെ കാര്യം മാത്രമേ പറഞ്ഞിട്ടുള്ളൂ. അതുകൊണ്ട് അത് പോസിറ്റീവ് ഡിഗ്രി ആണ്. ഓക്കെ, എന്തിനാണ് പോസിറ്റീവ് ഡിഗ്രി ഉപയോഗിക്കാന്ന് പറഞ്ഞത്? പോസിറ്റീവ് ഡിഗ്രി ഈസ് യൂസ്ഡ് ടു റെഫർ ടു വൺ ഒബ്ജെക്ട്, വൺ പേഴ്സൺ ഓർ പ്ലേസ് വിത്തൗട്ട് എനി കമ്പാരിസൺ. ഒന്നുമായും കമ്പയർ ചെയ്യാതെ ഒരു വസ്തുവിനെ കുറിച്ച്, ഒരു സ്ഥലത്തെ കുറിച്ച് അല്ലെങ്കിൽ ഒരാളെ കുറിച്ച് മാത്രം പറയുന്നതിനെയാണ് പോസിറ്റീവ് ഡിഗ്രി എന്ന് പറയുന്നത്. ഓക്കെ, പോസിറ്റീവ് ഡിഗ്രി ഈസ് യൂസ്ഡ് ടു റെഫർ ടു വൺ ഒബ്ജെക്ട്, പേഴ്സൺ ഓർ പ്ലേസ് without any comparison. Example, she has a big house. She has a big house. I think you clear about positive degree. Okay, second one, the comparative degree. What is meant by comparative degree? Listen. The comparative degree refers to a greater degree of adjective as compared to the positive degree. As compared to the positive degree. It is used to compare two objects, people or place. രണ്ടാളെ അല്ലെങ്കിൽ രണ്ട് സ്ഥലത്തെ അല്ലെങ്കിൽ രണ്ട് വസ്തുക്കളെ കുറിച്ച് കമ്പയർ ചെയ്ത് പറയാൻ. കമ്പയർ ചെയ്ത് പറയാന്ന് വെച്ചാൽ എന്താണ്? താരതമ്യം ചെയ്ത് പറയാനായിട്ട് ഉപയോഗിക്കുന്ന ഡിഗ്രിയാണ് കമ്പാരിറ്റീവ് ഡിഗ്രി. ഒരാളെ കുറിച്ച് മാത്രമാണ് പറയുന്നതെങ്കിൽ refers to about one person, one place or one thing, that is positive degree. Comparative degree used to compare two objects, people or places. That is comparative degree. താരതമ്യം ചെയ്ത് പറയാനായിട്ട്. Example, her house is bigger than my house. ഇവിടെ രണ്ട് ആളുകളെ കമ്പയർ ചെയ്ത് പറഞ്ഞു അല്ലേ? Her house is bigger than my house. അവളുടെ വീട് എന്റെ വീടിനേക്കാളും വലുതാണ് എന്ന്. അപ്പൊ രണ്ടിലെ പേരുടെയും വീടുകളെ അവിടെ കമ്പയർ ചെയ്തു. ദാറ്റ് ഈസ് കമ്പാരിറ്റീവ് ഡിഗ്രി. ആ പേരിൽ തന്നെ ഉണ്ടല്ലേ, കമ്പാരിറ്റീവ് ഡിഗ്രി. കമ്പാരിറ്റീവ് ഡിഗ്രി യൂസ്ഡ് ടു കമ്പയർ two objects, people or places. That is comparative degree. Example, her house is bigger than my house. Her house is bigger than my house. One more thing, we use than with the comparative degree. Comparative degree ചെയ്യുമ്പോൾ നമ്മുടെ adjectiveന്റെ കൂടെ എന്ത് കൂടി ചേർക്കണം? Than കൂടി ചേർക്കണം. അല്ല, എക്സാമ്പിൾ വന്നില്ലേ, her house is bigger than my house എന്നാണ്. Bigger than. എപ്പോഴും always than is used with comparative degree. Clear? Okay. Then the last one. Which was the last one? The superlative degree. Which was the last one? The superlative degree. The superlative degree refers to the greatest degree of comparison. The superlative degree refers to the greatest degree of comparison. It is used to compare more than two objects, people or place. It is used to compare more than two objects, people or places. രണ്ടിലധികം ആളുകളെ കമ്പയർ ചെയ്ത് പറയാനായിട്ട് ഉപയോഗിക്കുന്നു. അതല്ലെങ്കിൽ മറ്റൊരു തരത്തിൽ പറഞ്ഞാൽ ഒരു കൂട്ടം ആളുകളിൽ നിന്നോ സ്ഥലങ്ങളിൽ നിന്നോ വസ്തുക്കളിൽ നിന്നോ ഒരെണ്ണത്തിനെ മാത്രം പ്രത്യേകമായി എടുത്തു പറയുന്നതാണ് സൂപ്പർലേറ്റീവ് ഡിഗ്രി. We use the with superlative degree. Superlative degree യിലെ adjectiveന്റെ കൂടെ എപ്പോഴും എന്ത് പറയണം? The ചേർക്കണം. Okay. Then one more time superlative degree listen. The superlative degree refers to the greatest degree of comparison. It is used to compare more than two objects, people or places. We use the with superlative degree. Example, her house is the biggest of all. എല്ലാ വീടുകളെക്കാളും ഏറ്റവും വലിയ വീടാണ് അവളുടേത്. അപ്പൊ കുറെ വീടുകളിൽ നിന്ന് ഒരൊറ്റ വീടിനെ കുറിച്ച് പ്രത്യേകമായി എടുത്തു പറയുന്നതാണ് ഏത് ഡിഗ്രി? Which degree is that? That is superlative degree. Her house is the biggest of all. That is superlative degree. These are the 3 degrees of comparison. What are the 3 degrees of comparison? The positive degree. Second one, the comparative degree. Third one, the superlative degree. And what is the positive degree? Positive degree is used to refer to one object, person or thing without any comparison. ഒരു കമ്പാരിസണും ഇല്ലാതെ ഒരു വസ്തുവിനെ കുറിച്ച് ഒരു പേഴ്സണെ കുറിച്ച് പറയുകയാണെങ്കിൽ that is positive degree. Example, yes, she has a big house. She has a big house. Here, big is the positive degree. Big is the positive degree. Then, comparative degree. What is comparative degree? Comparative degree is used to compare two objects, people or places. That is comparative degree. രണ്ട് ആളുകളെ കുറിച്ച് രണ്ട് സ്ഥലത്തെ കുറിച്ച് രണ്ട് വസ്തുക്കളെ കുറിച്ച് പറയുകയാണെങ്കിൽ ഉപയോഗിക്കുന്ന ഡിഗ്രിയാണ് comparative degree. And we use than with comparative degree. Comparative degree കൂടെ എന്ത് ഉപയോഗിച്ചിരിക്കണം? Than എന്നൊരു വേർഡ് കൂടി ഉപയോഗിക്കണം. Example, the first example in the positive degree, she has a big house. Big is a positive degree. And come to the comparative degree. What is the example? Her house is bigger than my house. Positive degree was big and comparative degree bigger than my house. The last one, superlative degree. Superlative degree is used to compare two more objects, person or places. We use the with superlative degree. Example, her house is the biggest of all. Her house is the biggest of all. Then positive degree, big. Comparative degree, bigger. Superlative degree, biggest. Some examples also given in your textbook, that is young, younger, youngest. Young, positive. Younger, comparative. Youngest, superlative. We use ER or R with comparative degree, ST or EST with superlative degree. നമുക്കിവിടെ നോക്കിയാൽ മനസ്സിലാവും യങ് എന്ന പോസിറ്റീവ് ഡിഗ്രിയുടെ കൂടെ ER ചേർത്തപ്പോൾ അത് കമ്പാരിറ്റീവ് ഡിഗ്രി ആയി. EST ചേർത്തപ്പോൾ അവിടെ പോസിറ്റീവ് ഡിഗ്രി സൂപ്പർലേറ്റീവ് ഡിഗ്രി ആയി. ഓക്കെ, യങ്, യങ്ങർ, യങ്ങസ്റ്റ്. Very easy to make comparative and superlative degree. Second one, slower and first positive and superlative degree they didn't give. Comparative degree only given. How can we understand comparative degree? Slower, added ER. Then how can we find out its superlative degree? What will be the superlative degree of slower? Slowest. Should use FT or EST with superlative degree. Slower, slowest. Then what will be the positive degree of slower? Slow. Positive degree, slow. Comparative degree, slower. Superlative degree, slowest. Next. Superlative degree they have given tallest. Superlative degree, tallest. Then what will be the comparative and positive degrees? Yes, comparative degree, taller. Positive degree, tall. Comparative degree, taller. Positive degree, tall. These are the examples of comparative, superlative and positive degrees. What is the comparative degree of big? Bigger. What is superlative degree of big? Biggest. And what is the superlative degree of slow? Slowest. Then what is the comparative degree of tallest? Taller. Okay. I shall send you some more examples of degrees of comparison. You should write in your English notebook. Then 2 activities only we have done today. I think you could understand it well. And if you have any doubt, ask me. I shall clear your doubts. And I am going to give you one activity to do. That is, in your textbook, page number 59. I think you have textbook with you. Take page number 59. There is 2 pictures are given. One picture is car and another one is auto rickshaw. 2 pictures of car and auto rickshaw. Then look at the vehicle shown in the picture and compare them using the words in the box. Some words also given in the box. What are the words? Bigger, more expensive, faster, heavier, lighter, slower and smaller. These are the words they have given in the brackets. Then do one thing. Use these words and compare the 2 vehicles with the comparative degree. The first one already they have given. A car is more expensive than an auto rickshaw. കാറിനെയും auto rickshaയും നമ്മൾ ബോക്സിൽ കൊടുത്ത വേർഡ്സ് ഉപയോഗിച്ച് കമ്പയർ ചെയ്യണം. ഒരെണ്ണം ചെയ്തിട്ടുണ്ട്. That is, a car is more expensive than an auto rickshaw. A car is more expensive than an auto rickshaw. ഒരു കാർ ഓട്ടോ റിക്ഷയേക്കാൾ എക്സ്പെൻസീവ് ആണ്. Like that. Next 6 columns you should fill. Compare the 2 vehicles. That is the activity I am going to give you today, and should do in your English notebook and send to me today itself. Okay. Then up to here today's class. We shall meet in the next class. Thank you. Have a nice day.